fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
45, smooth.
On 1st down, Shelton. It's complete to Hopkins. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go. 24 is the mic.
Throwing again. Shelton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they've responded to the challenge.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go deep tight.
To throw again, Shelton. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Check. Crunch. Switch it. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Shelton going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, Shelton. And it's complete. This is Austin Prohl. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's 6'6". Pull it high. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Shelton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. 23 yards on the play. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Balaj. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You. Check 26, check 26.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On first down, it's Norman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Saints nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made by Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
10-2 stop. Single slot. Hey, Delta. Who's on 85? Come on. Yep. Let's get this. Strong right. 24 is the mic. Oh, you got deep? 24 is the mic. Watch the slap. Watch it hit it.
On first down, Shelton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. 80 weapon. Get it.
To throw on second down, Shelton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. From the gun on third down, Shelton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Looking to throw. Shelton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
43!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Lutt's good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Saints 3. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Shelton is going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down. Shelton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the set. All day, baby. All day, baby. Hey, Zoo. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Shelton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
7. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. On the
On 3rd down, Shelton able to find Turner. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 18, Gator. Hey, let's get this, get this. Patch it. Pilot, 64, weak, go. Motion. 43 is the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check. Under 10, 10. Greystone, travel. Bravo. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Auden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Let him know. H3, 218, chopper. Watch the screen. Watch the zoom, fellas. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive. Shelton gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Both seven with the mic. I got you.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Six guys. Check 6K, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Hard. Big get. Hey, check 24. Hey, wahoo. Check. Lock, you draw corkers.
Operating from the gun. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Hey, exit. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, they're scared.
To throw again. Shelton. He's got his man. This is Tate. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Yellow. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check four. Come back. 15.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Shelton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line. Protein spill. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, Haywood. 43 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Check 13. Topper. Topper. 36. Hero 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
15. Check. 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 Check, 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 check. Tight go, tight go, tight go. Check, boy. Ripple is.
Now Balaj. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check, 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 check. Hey, Sunday.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Saints 14. Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. 60 or. Watch tight end. We got 4. Hey, switch gears. Watch out.
On first down, Shelton. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Under crunch. Hey, seam 6. Ready?
Back to throw. Shelton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Attack! Check 49. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Norman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yellow. Let's go on. Squeeze, double. Shoot. Watch out. 15. Grace don't travel.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
57 colors.
Now Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Blue dot workers. Watch the ship.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Saints 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Shelton out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Looking to throw. Shelton. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
On first down, it's Norman. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Safety's creeping.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Shelton. Now a desperate. It got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Stay with your man. Hey, 43. Out. 43. Pilot, 64.
On second down, it's Norman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mahomes now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's first and 10.
Yellow. Watch the twist. Chair. 66. Bullet.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's got the first down inside the 10. That good for 19 at a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Bang. Attack. Watch twist. Back. 80 weapon.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Completes it to Hardman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by...
Obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that.